Hi there, it's me, Nancy Drew. You're just in time for my latest mystery, Treasure in the Royal Tower. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click the tutorial button first for a few tips on how to play the game.
Okay, we are gonna do Junior Detective today.
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in. The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind. What's more, the owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business. I tried to ask the caretaker, Dexter Egan, how I could contact her.
Surly fellow.
He said he didn't know. Doesn't that seem odd? I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. After all, this is a vacation, right? I have big plans to explore the castle. That Ezra Wickford, the original owner, must have been quite a character to have built such an extraordinary place. It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing. And I noticed one of the towers is totally different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet,
Ooh la
the
la.
ski instructor. Tell Beth she'll be
What
the
a
first to know
goatee.
he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never quite go according to plan, but at least this time, the culprit is just a snowstorm. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Famous last
Now
words,
all I need
Nancy.
is a mailbox.
Okay, so this is mystery number 4, Treasure in Royal Tower. This is one of my top games. I love this game. It's the first one I ever bought myself with my allowance. I remember getting the box and the CD, and I think I still have it somewhere. But this game, I love this game. I will say it seems a little bit like people who have played this game as a kid. It's like one of their top Nancys. And the people who start playing them as adults hear this game, get all hyped up, and then they play it and they're kind of like, I don't get it. And I'm not totally sure why that is. I do think part of it is just the controls. The controls are kind of old and hard, just like the other old ones. It's a little hard to navigate, and but the reason I love the game is because I feel like it takes all of the good. This is game number 4. I feel like it takes all the good stuff from 1 through 3, and like keeps all of those good elements, and then just steps it up in every way. The characters look better. The puzzles are a lot better and more frequent and well spaced out. The music's great. The environment's great. So I love this game. So excited to play it again. And as always, I do have my notebook. I have my themed colored pen. We've got the atmosphere going. So let's get started. So Nancy says, now all I need is a mailbox. So we got to send this letter to George that we just read. That was quite lengthy. Let's see. We have locker number 310. And the combo is 517. I've been to Wisconsin a couple of times. We are room 205. And it is interesting. There are, we saw a couple houses driving around that were kind of medieval castle themed, which is fun. I also went in the winter, went to the Dells up to Great Wolf Lodge. Froze my butt off. It is so cold in the winter. Okay, so we've got our brochure. See, it's going to tell us a little bit about the castle. In 1920, Ezra Wickford, the inventor of chocolate milk, dreamed of building a castle like no other. The project took 7 years, 132 carpenters, and millions of dollars, but by the time it was done, Wickford Castle had become an architectural marvel. Then, in 1945, Wickford mysteriously locked himself away in the castle and allowed the place to fall into a state of decline. After Wickford's death, the castle was closed down for many years, its fate unknown, until it was finally inherited and reopened by his great-niece, Christie Lane in 1990. Now it is one of the most popular vacation resorts in the Midwest. Lose yourself in the castle. The castle is a maze of corridors, and some of them lead to nowhere. No one knows why Ezra included these dead ends in his castle design, but everyone agrees he must have had quite an imagination. Learn the story of the 18th century French tower. During his travels in France, Wickford became so enchanted with the Chateau Rochemont that he bought the castle's grand tower and had it built onto this castle in 1924. There's like being rich, and then there's like buying a piece of a French building and shipping it to the US and adding it onto your own house rich. So those are some different levels for sure. Few people have ever seen the inside of the tower because Mr. Wickford kept it sealed off. The tower is still closed, but in the coming months, Christie Lane plans to open it up to guests and offer guided tours. That's kind of funny because no one knows how to get into the tower. So how's she gonna do that? Miss Lane also plans to restore the vintage 1920s elevator to its original condition. She's grateful to the Wisconsin Historical Foundation for their support. Visit the library. While in France, Wickford acquired the majestic library and many of its contents from the estate of Jean Lafitte. The room is filled with antique books in both French and English. It's worth a visit just to see Marcel Bonnet's famous portrait of Marie Antoinette, which was imported from the Chateau Rochemont. Outdoor attractions were located just at the foot of scenic Butter Ridge. In the winter months, guests enjoy skiing on some of the best groomed slopes in the Midwest. In the warmer months, guests love to hike to Butter Lovers Lake. It's my kind of lake. The mountain fields are also covered with the region's magnificent wildflowers. Look for lady slippers, skunk cabbage, black-eyed Susans, butterfly weed, devil's paintbrush, toadflax, and more. No matter how you spend your time at Wickford Castle, you are bound to have an adventure. Whew, that was a lot of information in the little brochure. Okay. Mom jeans, check. What do we got here? We've got our menu. Looks like we can just take it. Got a phone and alarm clock. And here is the source of all this weird noise. Okay, our radiator. Man, if you were like trying to sleep with that, that's a no for me, dog. Sassy detective. Poll results. The verdict on what makes a case truly irresistible. What's in her bag? Amateur detectives and sleuthy gadgets that they won't leave home without. That's what Nancy needs. She always just shows up to mysteries with like nothing in her possession. She just figures it out, but yeah, I guess that's part of it. Fingerprinting 101. Yes, we will use this later when people are pushing numbers on keypads. The first number they push leaves the most amount of oil, and then it dwindles down. And you can see that with dust, theoretically. Must be the bathroom. Okay, I think we are ready to leave the room. Okay, it is kind of easy to get lost here. So this lady is on the outside of our door, and then who was that guy? This guy with like the helmet. Okay. So that's where our room is. Even though I remember this game really well, I haven't like actually played it myself in a really long time.
Dead end.
Ah. Okay. So I will probably be rediscovering all of that kind of stuff. The dead ends and whatever. Okay, that's the elevator. Is there anything over here? Just a pretty window. Yeah, I love this music. So fancy. Looks like the elevator's already here. Looks pretty used. Okay, this I remember. Whoa. That's to go out. I don't know if I've ever like come into the elevator this early. Interesting. Okay, let's leave. We'll take the stairs. We'll get our steps in. Ah, okay. So she is on the other side of the elevator from us. Is this her? It's gotta be. Let's just jiggle the door handle. Let's just be as creepy as possible. Okay, she's got like the non-Mona Lisa Mona Lisa on the outside of her door. But we can pretty much always find her based on the typing. Okay. Marie Antoinette. There she is. Oh, I guess we don't have any music in this corridor. I don't remember.
This one goes nowhere.
Oh, okay, that's why I don't remember it. Because once you find out it's a dead end, you don't use it again. Okay, so we've got dead ends on both sides of the elevator. Got more windows. We already went over there. Wait. I'm getting turned around. Okay, here we go. So we were 205. She was 214, I believe.
I've hit the wall.
More dead ends. Who is coughing? I mean, I feel like the only answer is Dexter. I don't feel like I've ever heard that while playing this game. Very strange. Before we leave, oh, very nice large portrait. Let's just go this way. Make sure we've seen it all. Oh, yeah. So, oh, we've got a dark staircase.
It's too dark. I should take the elevator.
Okay. I'm like remembering the part where we just played in Haunted Mansion where it's like too dark in the tunnel and you just like fall in a death well. So, being cautious. Yeah, that was like a lot of coughing. I feel like it had to come from Dexter though. La Pierre Chateau, the oldest chateau in Lake Pond, Wisconsin. Is that another castle? Got some nice postcards. Can you handle the view? Peppercliff Farms. Is that supposed to be like Pepperidge Farm? Ah, here he is, our beautiful ray of sunshine.
Hello, Miss Drew. Did you get squared away upstairs?
His voice. Let's send a letter.
All square. I just need a stamp to send this letter.
Get that out
and
of
then
our
I'll be off to
inventory.
explore the castle.
Well, I can take your letter, but the mail's not going anywhere for a while. It's snowing like there's no tomorrow out there. So explore all you want. Take the grand tour. But forget about the library. It's off limits.
Library. Let's annoy him to death with jokes.
Sounds like you mean business, Mr. Egan. What happened? Too many overdue books?
Someone vandalized our historic library. Really turned the place upside down.
For the cheese.
The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Someone vandalized it. I'm wondering if it got vandalized. It had to have happened before this like big snowstorm, or else it would be super obvious who did it. Because like I hadn't arrived yet, and then there's 2 other people or 3 other people. When? Yeah,
Could
that's
this
what I'm wondering.
have happened?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb
Oh,
went
so
off.
recent.
Books everywhere and somebody hacked a big hole in
Like
one of
last
the
night or
walls.
something.
I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
police.
The police? Was anything stolen?
I can't tell, but somebody's definitely after something.
What else has gone wrong?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me in a terrible flap, saying our room's been robbed. I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what's she want me to do about it?
Sounds like you're swamped, Mr. Egan. Is there any way I can help?
Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement. The Frenchman's been working on them for her, but he won't deliver them. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring them up to her, it might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
You got it. Do you think Hotchkiss is just like tearing it up on the mountain? Just like doing 720s? Skiing up a storm? I hope so.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Rock and roll, dear. Doesn't she say that? That would be perfect. Just nails a huge jump. And then says that. Hello.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it. Dexter locked it up. He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
What do you mean, one of us? It's obviously not me. I just got here. Projecting much? Sure.
Why would it be one of us?
Apparently, the only guests who made it here before the blizzard set in are you, me, and Professor Hotchkiss. And then there's the on-staff suspects. Dexter, our friendly desk clerk, and Jacques Brunet, ski instructor extraordinaire.
What do you know about Professor Hotchkiss?
Oh my gosh! Wait till you hear this! Hotchkiss is this nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself in her room. I was walking past her door earlier, and I heard her screaming that her room had been robbed.
You better watch your mouth, Lisa. She's a treasure.
Wow. Did she say what was stolen?
Not that I could hear. She just kept wailing, "My theory, my theory." I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
My cat is meowing. I was not paying attention.
Habla español?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest, and this place is one of the weirdest. Did you know Ezra Wickford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like 50 years?
Photojournalist.
I wonder why he was so antisocial.
Creepy, right? I mean, did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle Turns or what? Well, you probably want to get settled. I wonder what we're gonna do with ourselves while we're all cooped up in this place.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Lisa is specifically, her voice, every time I hear it, I'm like, what cartoon is she from? She has a voice that either is from a cartoon or is very similar to like a voice actor who's in a bunch of cartoons. I think I should see if that's actually true. Okay, the storming of the Bastille. On July 14th, 1789, an angry Parisian mob stormed and captured the old royal prison known as the Bastille. The mob was looking for weapons and ammunition. The governor was killed. The 7 inmates, none of them political prisoners, were freed. After the prison was overthrown, its thick walls were torn down. When told what had taken place, King Louis, oh dear, the 16th? I need to brush up on my Roman numerals, exclaimed, "Why, this is a revolt." "No, sire," was the reply. "It is a revolution." And indeed, the first outbreak of violence marked the true beginning of the revolution. After July 14th, there was no going back. The mob who participated in the takeover later became known as Les Les Vainqueurs de la Bastille. Oh, there's more. Jean Leboeuf. That's where all the library stuff is from. Born to peasant farmers, Jean Leboeuf became one of the commanders of the French Revolutionary Army at the age of 22. 22, that's so young. He is best known for foiling Louis XVI. We'll just keep saying that's what it is for now. And Marie Antoinette's attempt to escape Paris in June 1791. After hearing rumors of their planned escape, Leboeuf organized troops to intercept the fleeing royal couple. The king and queen were captured at Varennes and escorted back to Paris as prisoners. The monarchy was finally overthrown less than 14 months later. It kind of took a long time after they captured them. Leboeuf later became a general under Napoleon Bonaparte and had a member of the new French aristocracy. He amassed great wealth and built a beautiful chateau that became known throughout the French upper class for its splendid library. Leboeuf died in the War of 1812. Ironically, the great general was not killed by enemy soldiers, but by food poisoning that resulted from eating a can of rancid beef. The chateau remained in his name until the 1920s, when his then impoverished family was forced to sell off his estate. I should know if that's true or if it's fake, but I couldn't tell you that I know that for sure. This is the same book, right? Okay. Book number 1. Marie Antoinette, born in Vienna, Austria on November 2nd, 1755. She was the youngest daughter of Francis I and Maria Theresa, Emperor and Empress of the Holy Roman Empire. In 1770, as a young teenager, she was obliged to wed Louis XVI of France to symbolize an alliance between France and her parents' dynasty, the Habsburgs of Austria. 4 years later, Marie Antoinette became Queen of France when her husband was crowned King Louis. So she was born, I know we need to know this. Marie Antoinette, born 1755, wed in 1770, and 1774 became queen. As queen, her lavish lifestyle made her unpopular. While the commoners stood in breadlines praying for food, they cursed the queen, who was living so comfortably in her grand palace. The people's discontent grew and grew until a full-scale revolution broke out in 1789. In 1971, it looked like the monarchy would not survive, and Marie sought assistance from her other European rulers. It was arranged for the king and queen to escape Paris on the night of June 20th, but revolutionary forces apprehended the royal couple at Varennes on June 25th and escorted them back to Paris as prisoners. On August 10th, 1972, the monarchy was finally overthrown. Marie Antoinette spent the rest of her life in Parisian prisons. Louis was executed on orders from the National Convention in 1973. And in August, the Queen was put in solitary confinement in the Conciergerie. Marie Antoinette was brought before the Revolutionary Tribunal on October 14th, 1793, and guillotined 2 days later. She was executed without proof of the crimes for which she was accused. The guillotine. It is uncertain who actually invented the guillotine, but what we do know is it was named after Dr. Joseph Guillotine, who recommended its use to the National Assembly in France in 1789 as the most humane and efficient form of capital punishment. A guillotine similar to this one was used to behead thousands, including Marie Antoinette, during the French Revolution. Guillotine, it's a real metal way of executing people. Okay, there's been a lot of reading so far. I might skip some of the reading if it doesn't seem applicable. Okay, so we've got all these rooms down here. I don't believe there's... Oh, the library's down here. That's what's down here. So we have the elevator. We have the library.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Well, that won't stop us. I'm not gonna call the elevator right now. See, yeah, certain stuff like this, it's like how the controls are just not great. Like, how do I get out of this? I guess it doesn't want me to get out of it until I push the button. Let's just see what this looks like when it's on the bottom floor. Ooh. Okay, so we can climb the ladder from here, it seems. Okay. Okay, to the basement. Let's get them boots. Okay, that's up. We already kind of encountered that. And this is down. Skis are this way. I believe this is another dead end. Maybe not.
Hello there, Dead End.
Yes.
My name's Nancy Drew.
We'll mess with that later. Okay, we have the elevator. Yes, we did go down some stairs since we last saw it. I was about to be kind of confused. Here we go. Hello, Jacques.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
I feel like in The Sims, this is like a default. What he looks like is like a default person. Okay. Bonjour, je m'appelle... Let's get straight to business. Let's get these
I'm
boots.
Nancy. I came to ski, but it looks like I'm going to have to find other ways to entertain myself. I told Mr. Egan I would bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Are they ready?
Yes, I fixed our boots.
Got him.
But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter. Why is it you American girls never know how to separate business from pleasure?
You don't know my life. Get out of here. Trust me.
Trust me, Jacques. I know how to take care of myself.
Yes, that is another great truth about American girls. Ciao!
Aren't you like engaged to one? Why so salty? Okay. It seems, let's see, let's think about this. In Secrets Can Kill, we have Daryl, who is kind of flirty and says a lot of flirty comments. And then we also have Hulk, who's like, get out of here, you dumb girl. Let's see, game number 2. We have Rick Arlen, who is a total sleaze and super creepy, making a lot of comments like that. And then let's see, game number 3. No, we are missing like the Gaston type character in game number 3. But we get one with Jacques in this game. Okay, oh, we have a locker combo. Let's try it out. Locker. We have 310. All right, let's see if I remember how to use a combo lock. Okay, 5, 1, 7.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
Okay. Oh, sauna. Dexter, Jacques, Christy, Sammy, and Mary. We don't know who those people are. Oh. Don't think this works, but why not try it? 5. 1. Okay, I need to save. Because I had a really hard time getting this game to run in like the right resolution and without going crazy every time I like tab out. And on my last game, I kind of had the same setup and then I didn't save forever and I had to replay tons. So, okay, we're saved. Wow.
It's like the North Pole out there.
No thanks. Okay. It is like the North Pole outside where I live. So this game is good. Good atmosphere. Okay, we have the boots. Let's go take them up to Hotchkiss. Floor number 2, please. Oh, it's not Krollmeister? Sad. Okay. Okay, she was, yes, this way. Got your boots.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
No, it's Nancy. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, it's Nancy Drew. But I do have your boots for you.
Oh, good. Boots, fine. Thank you, thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Yeah. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
She is the best. No tip necessary.
No tip is necessary, Professor Hotchkiss. I don't actually work here. My name's Nancy Drew. I heard your room was robbed, and I'd like to find out what was taken so that Mr. Egan can report it.
Everything's under control, dear. Nothing to report. Thank you for my boots. My poor feet have been feeling so exposed.
That blinking. Oh, she's the best. The best of the best. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff on this game where I like knew you go down, you push down and you like put the boots here. I think in like in another game, it would have been a little more obvious. Just, yeah, some of the controls are just, ugh. Oh, she's so fast, so sneaky. Also, she kept typing while she did that. She's so talented. Okay, took her boots back. Let's go brag to Dexter. Guess what? I did the favor. You're welcome.
Can I help you?
Oh, I can't brag. Okay, let's complain.
I think there's
Instead.
something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise too. Could you check it out for me?
Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on duty while the owner's away. And around here it seems like even if it ain't broke, it still needs fixing. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell. Could you check the circuit breaker in the basement and make sure it's working?
Yeah, you got it.
So, how long have you been working here?
A while.
A while.
He does that.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Such passive aggression.
I should wait until I'm alone.
Nancy, you don't want to just like go behind the desk and invade his personal space? Weird. Oh, she's gone. I want to take her chair. Okay, let's fix this stairwell. That is the elevator reset. Don't need that yet. Okay. So all of them are on. They probably just need to be flipped.
What is the meaning
Oh, I was like, he usually like yells. Let's see if that fixed it. Oh, no, that did not fix it. Okay. It is not as easy as I remember. Okay. Resolution is not great. So I mean, this looks like it's on. Just flip them all, except for the one that makes it so we can't see. Let's see what's up. Oh, well, I think I turned off like 50 other things, but problem solved. Let's go tell Dexter. Yeah, some of these arrows are just kind of placed funny. Okay, got it.
Yes?
I wish it would let me say I finished your chore, and then that's how I would do this in real life to get my radiator fixed. I would be like, hey, I finished the chore for you. What about that radiator?
Mr. Egan, but the radiator?
Thanks for dealing with the circuit breaker. Okay, we're really making progress here, kid. So, you go up to Hotchkiss's room and see what she wants for dinner. She's not answering her phone.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Dexter, I will win you over whether you want to be won over or not. That is the power of Nancy.
Ugh, Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions.
It's Mandy. It's Mandy, duh. Oh, this is nicer.
Hi,
We'll ask
Professor.
this.
I thought you might be getting hungry in there. Could I relay a dinner order for you?
Oh, hard to think of food candy when I'm riding the raging rapids of my theory. Oh, right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But tell Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes, couscous for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you next time, Fanny.
Oh, she is amazing. Okay, energy globules. So is she just in there pounding like those goo things that people use for marathons? I feel like that's what she's doing.
Yes?
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it. Tell her to order something off the menu.
Okay.
Okie
See
dokie.
ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
I am a trooper. You're right. Okay, and what do you know? We took the menu from our room that we can give her.
Is that my couscous already?
Menu.
Sorry, Professor, but there's no couscous in the house. You'll need to choose something from the hotel menu.
Well, I don't have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Oh, be a doll and fetch me one, will you, Tata?
I'm back.
Did you get the menu?
Sure did.
How about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please. Nice and easy. No funny stuff. Oh, baby back ribs, yes. Oh, chili cheese dog and a fried bologna sandwich. I'm not usually much of a meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please. Chicken, that is. Cluck, cluck.
50. Heyo. She's bulking up.
Sure. 50 drumsticks. Whatever makes you happy.
Rock and roll, dear.
Yeah. She is ripping down some black diamonds. She is eating those like shot block goo things. She's got chicken legs in her pockets. Rock and roll, dear. Okay. Let's talk to Dexter about 50 drumsticks. I could go for a drumstick
Can I
right
help
now.
you?
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then, drumsticks we got. Oops, but I guess Jock better take that bag of chicken legs out of the freezer. Will you tell him? And then take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
Okay. See ya, Mr.
Thanks.
Egan.
Goodbye.
If I was him, I would just move me rooms, but that would interfere with the flow of the game, I suppose. Okay, let's tell Jacques. What is chicken in French? Poil? I don't know. There's no way I could tell him in French. What? No! What time is it? 6.
Doc must be gone.
He is European. He doesn't work 100 hours a week like us Americans. So he's gone. So I guess she's not getting dinner today. All right, let's go back to our room. Lisa was gone. I was gonna say we could go talk to Lisa again. It seemed to take a really long time. But I don't think she's available. So we can just go to bed. I was wondering when this was gonna happen.
It's stuck.
All right, so let's climb out the top.
I'm not sure if I can make it.
I mean, we gotta do, this is the other thing, the deaths in this game also significantly improved and entertaining. Jump.
I'm not sure if I can make it.
Let's see.
Okay. Here goes.
Whoop. This game is so good. I like that it just lets you try. Okay, so we're not getting out that way. Okay, so this is the way. It's weird. You have to look at this box. I feel like it doesn't even give you an indication of why you have to look at the box. You look at the box, and then you look up, and surprise, there's the door. Yep.
Alley-oop.
All right, so we climbed out of there. It always makes me feel like it's coming from that circular room that has the painting and the fake plants and the no music. Okay, so yeah, she's not getting dinner. I'm just like going in circles now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I have my bearings. So we gotta sleep with this noise. Woof. Let's call Ned. Sure.
Hi, you've reached Ned at Omega Chi Epsilon. I'm not here to take your call right now, so please try again later. Thanks.
I forget that Ned is like a frat bro, basically. I like his personality does not seem like that, and so I always forget it. And then something like that pops up. Okay, George. Do I have Bess? Nope, just George. 2583.
Hello?
George, it's Nancy.
Great timing, Nancy. Bess and I were just saying how we wish we were out on the ski slopes with you. Hang on, I'll get her to pick up the other phone. Hey, Bess, our favorite detective's on the phone.
Hey, Nancy, how's the vacation?
It's not going super well as far as a vacation. Yeah, they definitely haven't gotten your letter.
I guess you haven't gotten my letter. Not only do I have a blizzard on my hands, but I may have stumbled onto another case, too. The castle library was vandalized.
Surprise, surprise.
And one of the other guests says her room was robbed.
Boy, oh boy! Have you searched the library for clues yet?
Well, that's the thing. Dexter Egan, the caretaker, says it's locked up and off limits until the police can get here. But who knows when that'll be.
That's funny, Nancy. I didn't know the phrase off limits was even in your vocabulary.
Seriously, though.
It's not.
Don't you think that your dad's friend, Christy Lane, would feel better knowing that you're on the case, at least until the police can take over?
She's right, Nancy. I mean, who knows what this Egan guy is all about anyway? Sounds like you're just gonna have to find an alternative entrance to that library.
Here I go again. Just hope I don't have to slide down the chimney.
And what about this robbery? Who got robbed?
I'm not sure. The guest's name is Professor Hotchkiss. I think she's a bit eccentric.
You think?
You mean weird?
Nutso?
A few sandwiches short of a picnic?
Okay, you guys. I just mean that I'm not sure how reliable her testimony will be.
Yeah, but she'll probably tell you something important, whether she means to or not.
Also, we want her to be our best friend, whether she means to or not. Bess and George, they're just like enabling me to break into areas. They're just encouraging me. Okay, I met this nice woman, Lisa Ostrom, trying to meet with Professor Hotchkiss. She won't open her door.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Watch out for weird people!
You got it. All right, let's go to bed. I don't think there's any reason to like wake up in the middle of the night right now. Oof. That alarm. Okay. Still not fixed, huh? All right, drumsticks. Let's go tell Jacques. I'm sure he's gonna have a super good attitude about it. She's still gone. What's she up to? Ooh, there we go. Yeah, this game is like cemented in my brain. I have not actually played this game like myself forever, but I like have muscle memory of it. What? 9. Okay. We gotta get this chicken defrosting. We gotta get on it. Oh, maybe I need to hit this because it got stuck. How fast does the time go in this game? If it's anything like Stay Tuned for Danger, it is real slow. I will say there aren't any just like puzzles kind of just like sitting out. It seems like a lot of the other newer games, there's at least a couple that are just like out in the lobby or in a common area. But no puzzles like that yet.
If it isn't Nancy Can-Do Drew, I'll get on that radiator right away. But be sure to tell Jock to defrost the chicken, okay?
I will. I was in an elevator and stuck.
I was in the elevator and it got stuck between floors. I had to climb out the top and I just barely made it up to the floor above. Do you think you'll be able to fix it?
Well, I doubt it's broken. I'll check the power switch in the basement. Glad you're okay. But don't go climbing around the elevator shaft anymore. It's dangerous in there.
Yeah, we found that out.
See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Man, we won him over so fast. My profession, I actually have to deal with a lot of kind of grumpy middle-aged guys, and once they find out you're not a complete idiot, it seems like they're pretty easy to win over. Okay. We just kind of need to wait for Jacques. Got a half hour. Am I gonna be super impatient and use my alarm clock? I think so. I think I am impatient. We'll do 10 just to be safe. Okay, where is the stairwell from here? It's like over here, right? Yes. Okay. Can zip right down there. There we go. Aha.
Ah, Nancy, ¿cómo se va?
That means how are you, right? Cut the small talk. Chicken legs.
Dexter needs you to defrost that big bag of chicken legs.
Oh, la la la, what does he think I am? A sous chef?
I don't think taking a box out of the freezer makes you a chef. Ooh, there's a lot of things to talk about.
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
Try 311. We will. Let's ask him about the library.
Do you know what happened in the library? I heard it was vandalized.
Nancy, a pretty girl should not worry herself with this type of thing while she is on vacation.
Ugh.
It must be lonely living so far from home. Don't you miss your family?
Yes, but I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She is an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me.
Is she American in all these negative ways that you keep talking about, like me, or what? So you are engaged to an American.
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off? I heard the original owner imported it from France.
It comes from the Chateau Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when she was Queen of France. Until she lost her head in the Revolution, that is.
I'll talk to you later.
Literally.
Bye.
Literally. Okay, we told him about the chicken legs. Let's see what that does for us. Ooh, there we go.
Did you see I fixed your radiator?
Okay.
I
See
did
ya,
not
Mr.
see,
Egan.
but
Bye,
thank
kiddo.
you. Let's go see the radiator, and then maybe we come snoop at his desk at night. Uh-oh, I got lost. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Okay. Okay, this is us. Radiator is fixed, and we got an oil can. Okay, let's save. We got peace and quiet. Ooh, that heat pad was a good idea. My house is cold, plus the atmosphere of this game is making me so cold. Okay, so let's come at midnight. We'll go snoop around Dexter's desk. I don't think we can snoop anywhere else at night, because there's nothing to snoop with. Oh, I did forget to try locker 311 because I took a break. Okay, so let's go look at Dexter's desk, and then let's go open the locker. Can't go back in that door. There's nothing for us there. Okay. Drawer. Key. Swipe. Don't mind if I do. He's got a book. Dexter Egan. We are notebook buddies. Okay, to-do list. Shut down ski lift, check emergency generator, get Brunei to fix Professor's boots. You can cross that off. Refund guests who canceled, snow plows, try to reach Christy again, change the library alarm code, change the bulbs in the tower. Which tower? Replace filter in vent shaft, keep searching, all caps. Get boots back to Professor, that can be checked off. I want to check off the items for him. Is that rude? Check basement circuit breaker, get dinner orders for guests. Is that really all we can look at? Surprises me. Okay, well, we got a key, which we can try on the library for sure. I don't have the code. I don't have the code. How I get the code is by getting into the library. So I need to get into the library before I can dust stuff. Okay, so we did that. Let's go open that locker. I don't know how I forgot about that. I got sidetracked. Okay, 311. 517. I wonder if it cares if you do it like a real combination with going left and right. Got it. Yellow ski boots. Shutter slug. Camera bag. Obviously this is not ours. We're just gonna look through it. Okay, so here we got Lisa's stuff, and she's got alternate identities. Helen Karp. Not only like fake IDs, but like fake passports. That's pretty intense. Tanya Lee Gooding. I wonder what the penalty would be for having a fake passport. Is that like it's gotta be like a federal offense, right? Okay, state identification. So she's got Helen Karp, but she doesn't look like Helen Karp from the passport. She looks like Lisa. Alina Boyd. Can I look at this third one? Yeah, Tanya Lee Gooding, Florida. Okay, Florida. What are these other ones? We have North Carolina, Illinois, Florida. And then we have camera stuff. Oh, that's just passports. Okay. And then this. November 2000. Lisa, mi amiga. Cuánto tiempo sin ver. Yeah, okay. So, not only does she have all these fake IDs, she also lied about being able to speak Spanish to our face. I wish I knew the word, the Spanish word for face. That would have been a really good use of that, but I don't. To our head, to our cabeza. Okay, so we did that. If he was here, I would talk to him about it, that that's not our locker, but he's gone. So, if I go to bed and I wake up, I'll be able to, well, I don't even think I'll be able to tell anyone anything. So I need to figure out how to get into the library, which has something to do with the elevator. There was that vent that we saw when we were on the top. And I think we now should be able to get in the vents. In the vents. Okay, is this the right? All right, let's climb up this and not fall and die. Ho-ho! Okay, oh, it lets me keep going? Just until I hit the roof? All right. Hint it, that would be, that would actually be really hard to get yourself into this vent from this little ladder. Okay. Hopefully we're just not climbing over someone's bed. She's so fast. Okay. Can I go in this way? Nope. Just me doing 360s in the vents. Okay. We made it into the library. Okay. I thought because it was so late that he might not do this. Oh. So yeah, if you don't climb into the vent, you get caught, you get in trouble. It's late, Dexter.
Crazy old man. I know you hid that thing around here somewhere.
So he's searching.
Least you could have done was left me a hint.
But even if he is searching, I feel like he would not trash
I don't have time to clean this
the
up.
library. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so now we can go downstairs. Okay, let's get the code. Okay, no, we need dust. So we can look around the library. I'm pretty sure we find dust somewhere in here. Okay, so whoever was looking went crazy. Purple-Hearted Queen, Hotchkiss. Okay, so this is one of Hotchkiss's books. Traditional history books have seldom mentioned it, but there is ample evidence that Marie Antoinette's favorite color was purple. This is not an insignificant fact, as some might think, but one that may offer great insight into the character of the Queen, who I believe has been hastily and unfairly judged, both in her lifetime and up to today. Purple is traditionally considered to be a color of majesty or royalty, but this does not mean that it is merely a color of wealth and power. On a deeper level, purple symbolizes loyalty, dignity, wisdom, and truth. When Marie had her portrait painted by the master Marcel Bonnet, she chose to pose holding a purple rose instead of wearing the extravagant diamond tiara that King Louis had given her. She knew it would be insensitive to wear such tiara at the time when the French masses were starving and angry. By choosing the rose, Marie acted with wisdom and loyalty to her people. As one of the last acts of her short life, Marie chose to wear purple slippers for her walk to the guillotine. Convicted of crimes for which she never confessed, crimes that were never proven, Marie accepted her death sentence with resignation. However, as she walked to meet her death in her favorite purple slippers, she expressed her unshakable dignity and her silent protest as a truth of her innocence. Seems a bit editorialized. Okay, we have this globe that turns. Does that say something right there? I can't read it. I think that's all I can look at over there. What do we got here? A sly rabbit will have 3 openings to its den. I have not found what I need for that. Oh, okay. How do I leave? This is a fancy A library. Got some chess. Looks like a spilled glass of wine. Kind of funny. True stories behind famous portraits. Marie Antoinette, one of the many great portraits painted by Marcel Bonnet during his career. Of the many great portraits painted by Marcel Bonnet during his career, none has fueled more controversy and gossip than this portrait of Marie Antoinette, which was completed only months before the revolution broke out. It all began when King Louis, Marie's husband, commissioned an opulent jeweled tiara for her birthday. Set in the tiara were a ruby, an emerald, and a sapphire, and a 52-carat diamond. Oof, bigger than any diamond ever before worn by French royalty. Marie was horrified by the tiara's extravagance and refused to wear it. It is even rumored that she referred to it as my crown of ruination, though no one knew what she meant by this. When it came time to have her portrait painted by the Master Bonnet, she insisted on posing away from the palace at Versailles in the tower room of the Chateau Rosemont, where she often visited to escape the growing turmoil in Paris. Further, the queen refused to be painted wearing the tiara. King Louis was furious, but Marie would not budge. She chose to ornament herself with a purple rose instead. Not just a flower, but a symbol of her willful defiance of her husband's wishes. When the portrait was finished, even after her execution, neither the tiara nor the magnificent jewels it contained were ever found. To this day, speculation and heated debate continues about what became of the crown of ruination. A lot of these books kind of have like overlapping information. Haha, here's the painting. There she is. She kind of looks like Maggie Smith a little bit, Professor McGonagall. The actress that plays Professor McGonagall there. Here's this giant hole. Man, you gotta be, this is probably well, maybe not because you don't see it, but a building this old you would think would not just be sheetrock you could punch through. It would be lath and plaster that you'd have to be like taking steroids to punch through. Okay, an atlas of the United States. Wisconsin, capital Madison. Madison's a nice place. Okay. We need to know this latitude and longitude, 45. Longitude, 90.
Sure is dusty.
Sure is. Okay, now look, we have dust on our paintbrush. Drawers? Just more books. Ugh, lots of reading. The Diary of Hans Axel von Fersen. Swedish-French soldier, close friend of Marie Antoinette. He wrote about her every year on the anniversary of her death until his own. I'm not reading that. We'll come back to it if we need to. Okay, so let's dust this baby. I'm like kind of afraid I'm gonna push the buttons. Does it let me do more? Okay, don't click them. So it's either 3-star 7-2 or star 3-7-2. I think it's 3 star 7-2. Let's back on up. Oh, all right, well, we think we know what it is. 3 star 7-2. Okay, so that is the code. So now we know the code, which we will find out it's important to be able to get into the library without leaving the elevator where it is, because I believe we called it to the basement floor to get into the library through the vents. Okay, so let's use this latitude and longitude here. I don't really know what's first. I don't even feel like we can go to, I don't even feel like we can go to 45. So we just put in 90 and that opened that up. And then this now is telling us -15, 10, and -5. To me, that's kind of one of those puzzles where you just like, you go through the game and you're like, what random things do I have? And you just got to try them. And then, yeah, you don't even use the latitude. Okay, so -15, 10, and 5. So where is, okay, -15. Which button do we push? I would say green. 10. And -5. The loudest creaky door you've ever heard in your life. So I think one thing that I've noticed, like, yeah, when people play this game at the very first, there's just kind of a lot of stuff that isn't super obvious. So this opened up here. Let's go in, let's check it out. Okay, pick up this lighter. Now we can light this candle. There we go. Oh, check out those graphics. We now have this cool key. And what else can we look at up here? Okay, we got a lot of cursive to read. The castle's been empty for many years now. These hallways just echo in vain. And oh, how I miss you, my one-time son. My anger's dissolved into pain. I still don't know why you pillaged my wallet. The money could hardly have mattered. That $50 I'd given you twice, but instead, my poor heart you shattered. If only I could find you, we'd patch it all up, talk through it as dad and son should. Perhaps you meant only to test my love. Perhaps you felt misunderstood. I want you to know that your old man forgives you. Old bygones are bygone with me. So I've left you one keepsake to remember me by. You'll sure be delighted to see. Go out to my garden, my old thinking spot, my refuge in hours of dread. Your luck charm is stashed where no stranger would look, in the back of my old troubled head. So this is goodbye, dear Dexter, farewell. You offered me much needed joy, and I'll never forget all the laughter brought me. And I'll never forget all the laughter brought me, my darling young rascally boy. So, Dexter is, related or whatever to Ezra Wickford, the guy that built the castle, is what we are finding out. Which is why he's so cagey when you ask him, like, how long you been around? He's just like, a while. Bugs that are named Gwyneth, Bertha, Roscoe. Man, butterflies are so cool. I went to a butterfly conservatory once and it was awesome. I took one of my nieces with me and she was She was terrified of all the butterflies. She did not enjoy herself, but I did. Okay, what do we got here? These really strange scrapbooks. When he was good, he was very good. Dexter, the sun in my life. Certificate of service, winning a spelling bee, attaboy. This is talking about how Dexter Egan is adopted and he won a spelling bee. Adopting Dexter was the best thing I ever did. School merit, pictures. Demonstrating leadership among his peers for youth recycling project to help the war effort. So there was a time when Dexter was an overachiever. Dexter, when it rains, it pours. Dear Mr. Wickford, we're sorry to report that your son Dexter was caught on school grounds last night throwing rocks at the gymnasium windows. This is the second time he has been caught attempting to destroy school property. We fear Dexter is becoming a danger to himself and others, but we have no choice but to expel him. Please contact us if you have any questions regarding this matter. So he got kicked out of school. Sad excuse for stealing. Dear Pop, I'm sorry for taking $50 out of your wallet without asking. I know it was wrong. I know you are very disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I will never do it again. I'm sorry. Your son, Dexter. Bank employees caught a young man who tried to cash counterfeit checks. Suspect has been identified as Dexter Egan, 18. 3 different sets of ID matching the checks. At 18, this kid is already a pro, arrested on felony. Being held on $50,000 bail. No one posted the bail. Void check. Dear Ezra, I have changed your will according to directions you gave me on our meeting of May 21st. In the event of your death, Dexter will have no recourse to inherit Wickford Castle or any of your estate or financial holdings. Further, he will be unable to complain any association with or capitalize upon your name or reputation. I am currently proceeding with your request to annul your adoptive relationship to Dexter and to sever any subsidiary legal ties you may have to him. I will notify you when these procedures are finalized. On a personal note, allow me to say how sorry I am to hear of Dexter's criminal conviction and to urge you not to blame yourself. I'm sure you did the best you could with Dexter, but some children just turn out to be bad eggs. Nonetheless, while your disappointment must be profound, I commend your prudence and pragmatism in the decisions you have made to protect your estate. That's sad. That's sad because I do think a lot of the time, you know, if someone struggles, giving them a big inheritance is, doesn't, like, you know, sometimes giving someone a huge inheritance does not do them any good. It just enables them to, you know, indulge in whatever problems they have. But it's still sad. Nonetheless. Okay, can I just leave through this door? I can't remember. I can't remember. So what we want to do is we want to come into the library after we've moved the elevator somewhere else. Not the basement. We know it's not the basement. Sure. Let's leave through the door. Let's save though, just in case. We'll save it right here. Okay, so we can leave through there. What time is it? It is 4:45 in the day or the night is what I would like to know. Let's see if anyone else is awake and out. No Lisa. No Dexter. Okay, so it's 4:45 in the morning. Let's try. Ooh, wrong way. Let's call the elevator here. I wonder if I have to get it to a certain floor, or I think it might have to get stuck like it did that one time. Let's try that, because for some reason I feel like I'm remembering that is the way. Oh, it didn't get stuck. Didn't get stuck, but let's try it now. I think the purpose of it getting stuck might just be to make you realize you can get on top of it. So maybe it just needs to be up on that second floor. Okay, let's have our code ready. 3*72. Okay, okay, I hear it. I hear it. Oh gosh, 3*72. Okay. That's always so stressful. All right, let's see where this leads us. Let's just race through these vents like a something fast. Okay, we're going down, 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 but the elevator is, oh, there you go, there's my hand. The elevator's above us. So what are we gonna find down here? This weird vent.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
And this is where we use our oil can. Stuck no more. Still squeaky. Okay. So this must be the basement door? No, I'm not gonna leave because that's gonna screw me over. But I'm pretty sure. Okay, and then here's this puzzle. We're gonna save this. Elevator. Okay, here we go. So here's this really loud.
Dear George,
I'm gonna turn
so
this
much
down
for
a
my
little bit
Wisconsin ski
just for
vacation.
this puzzle.
I arrived.
So this puzzle is one of the ones where you just have to find which ones stick in the right order. But if you don't finish it in time, I think this might be my favorite Nancy death. So I'm probably just gonna let us die. Oh, that splat noise is both hilarious and traumatizing. Okay. We will succeed this time. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2. Uh-oh. Got it. Okay. Now we won't get smashed by the elevator. Okay, we have some sawing sounds. Ooh. Shock. Sacre bleu.
Nancy, what are you doing here?
What a great question. This
I
one.
was just looking for the castle's soda pop machine.
Because I'm
What
a
you
dumb
working on?
I
American.
can explain, Nancy, but please don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancé will give up on me, and I will have let down my family again.
Okay, how can you expect me to keep quiet? If I get sent back to France, my fiance, I guess we'll ask
How can you
this.
expect me to keep quiet while you go around destroying the castle? If you're willing to saw through this gate, then you must be the one who wrecked the library too.
Nancy,
I mean, kind of
I
makes
had
sense.
nothing to do with what happened in the library. I swear, the tower holds a valuable French historical document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
Olympics? So he's an Olympic skier? A valuable French document. What makes you think it's even still here?
What makes you believe this French document still exists in a tower that was imported to Wisconsin 80-some years ago?
The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in France.
Ooh, so
When
we've
Ezra
read.
Wickford bought the tower, my great-grandfather was the master carpenter in charge of dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
Then
what happened?
Inside, he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he heard other carpenters coming, so he hid the medallion in his pocket and sealed the journal back in the compartment. Before he could get
Why
back
would
to
you not
study the
take
journal
both?
and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled and shipped to America. He never learned who the journal belonged to or what it said.
What happened to the medallion?
I have the medallion now, and I'm hoping if I can get into the tower, I can find the journal too. You see, he thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
So, how do you know all of this?
I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed, he gave me the medallion and told me the whole story.
deathbed
He
confession.
begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
What did he think the journal contained that was so important?
The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie Antoinette,
Oh.
because she used to visit the tower during the Revolution. So perhaps it contains her confessions, or perhaps it contains proof of her innocence. Either way, the contents of that journal
Either
could
way,
change French history
that would be worth
forever.
so much. Well, he explained why he thinks the journal is still there.
But how do you think the medallion fits in? What's its significance?
I have no idea. I believe whoever hid that journal must have left the medallion with it as a part of their message. But what? Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's for.
I mean, now you're happy that I'm like nosy and not sipping on cocoa next to the fire. Why should I trust you, or I will help you, but you have to tell Christy everything? Why should I trust
I don't know,
you?
Jacques. You seem pretty desperate. Why should I believe that you're not the library vandal?
Oh, Nancy, you must believe me. I would never try to destroy that beautiful library. After all, most of those books are French. Now will you help me?
He's like,
I
I'm
think
loyal
this
to the
medallion
books.
will interest you. And maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665. I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
Jacques' locker. 2665. That's way suspicious, though. Go over to my locker. I'm just gonna take care of like one other thing. You just leave. Very suspicious. I didn't mention telling Christy, so we'll say
Okay,
this.
Jacques, I am intrigued. I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, you are the best, Nancy.
That's what they tell me.
That's what they tell me.
So is he still just hanging out here?
It's locked.
Does my key work? I probably should just go to the I just gotta know.
Locked. It's locked.
Oh no, it doesn't work. Swipe. I'm sure it's just armor. There's probably not a dead, rotting corpse inside, right? Right? Okay, there's a dead end this way. That's where we just came from. This takes us back to there. The elevator's in the way now. So my question is did Jacques get here the same way we got here? Because that means he has to have like a key to the library and know the code and all this stuff. Where are we? Just this very suspicious outline in the wall. Okay, so he wants us to go find this medallion, which is in the basement in his locker, while he takes care of something, whatever that is. So he's not here. What time is it? It is, at this point, like 6:45 in the morning. All right, let's find his locker. Jacques. 2665. I'm gonna just assume it doesn't make me do all the rules. Yeah. Okay, we have Jacques, darling, I'm trying to be patient, but I cannot understand what's taking you so long. My mother and father are traditional people, and they think it's highly unusual that you would ask me to marry you without demonstrating your commitment to me in any symbolic way. What does that mean? Does that mean he didn't get you a big honking ring, or what? You know, I believe that our love makes us richer than kings and queens, but I cannot live on hot dogs and mac and cheese forever. You said you had a plan. You said it would only take a couple weeks, but it's been 2 months. I can't wait forever. Please don't make me give up on you. I remain your petit chou. I think that means, doesn't that mean like small cabbage? But in French, that's like a term of endearment. Isabelle. Okay, so he asked her to marry her. She's putting a lot of pressure on him. That must be her. What do we got down here? D. Okay, so she must mean she needs an engagement ring. D is dazzling. D is for dazzling, is for diamonds. That's confusing. This is giving us some information about what makes a diamond valuable. I don't think that matters to us in the game or in real life. I do not have a diamond in my engagement ring. I've got a white topaz. Okay, Jacques Brunet, U.S. Immigration. To whom it may concern, our records indicate that your visitor's visa will expire within 1 month. If you remain in the country after that time, you will be doing so in violation of the law. If your visitor's status has changed or you wish to dispute our records, please contact your local immigration. Okay, so he wants to get married, A, because it sounds like he loves Isabelle, but also he is going to get deported if he doesn't do that. And lastly, but not least, we have this medallion, which we're just going to reach up and grab it. It's just right in our reach. Kapow. Knocked out.
Ouch. Someone must have knocked me out.
And put us in our room. Who's calling us? Oh, weird phone sound. Okay.
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
All right, Nancy.
It's Jacques. What happened? Are you okay?
I don't really know what happened.
I don't really know what happened. I opened your locker like you said, and then it was lights out Nancy.
But you do have my medallion, right?
No.
They didn't find it when they picked me up off the floor?
Oh la la, you can't be serious.
I don't feel like I need to say sorry to
I'm
him.
afraid I am serious. I have no idea what happened to it.
This is too much. Oh la la. Unbelievable.
Goodbye. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the medallion. We went through all that to leave empty-handed. Let's save. let's see. Concussed. I don't know if that is, it is a word. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Okay, so we have a key, which I feel like that should open. Maybe it just wouldn't let me open it because I needed to leave and do the medallion thing. I feel like this is supposed to open the, it might open the garden though, and not that. Okay, so we need to go through the gate. We stole this off of that suit of armor. Also, like, who picked us up? Who found us? Who dragged us to our room? Thanks for the info, Jacques.
Thanks for coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
Did I miss? I feel like he leaves. Did I miss his voicemail that was up there? I feel like he leaves us a voicemail that says, "Come talk to me," if I'm remembering right.
Well, let's just say someone must be trying to tell me to get a little more rest on this vacation. Anyway, I'm planning on making a speedy recovery.
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
He knows where it came from. We don't need to lie to Dexter.
Mr. Egan, I confess, I found my way into the corridor that leads to the Queen's Tower. As you probably know, the dirt in that tunnel is very red. I hope you won't consider
Didn't look that
this
red,
trespassing.
but whatever.
Nope. If you must know, I'm impressed. Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that if I could get through the secret door, he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel, and when I came out with that red dirt all over me, he laughed. He was actually proud of me.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Egan. I'm glad you're not angry. I guess I'm just as curious as you once were.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself, but you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed. Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be careful.
Oh.
It's still dead cold out there.
Why don't you get it for me? Okay, will he answer this honestly now? He should. Okay, so he just
Did you know the original
kind of
owner,
admitted
Ezra Wickford,
that he does.
when he lived here?
You could say that.
I mean, he kind of just already let the cat out of the bag.
Did you know him well?
They call it the past for a reason, okay? Because it's over.
Well, let's just push it one more time.
Did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
So, do you know if Ezra Wickford had a place where he liked to go and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area of the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
Do you think I could go check it out?
Forget about it. There's nothing out there but dead weeds and crumbling statues.
Let's just ask it in another way for the third time in a
I don't
row.
want to press my luck with you, but I sure would like to see Ezra's private garden. Could you tell me how to find it?
It's nothing but wasteland out there. If you're bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we have two destinations outside now. We have the garden, which we saw talked about in the letters in the hidden room in the library. And then we have the shed, which has the key for us to go through the gate down in the dungeon. And those are the things that we have. And then I'm pretty sure we'll have plenty to talk to Lisa about if she's here, which she is. Hello.
So what'd you find in the library?
How'd you know?
How do you know I was in the library?
Oh, come on, Nancy. You've been on the prowl. I can tell by the sparkle in your eye.
Yeah, we'll play nice with her for now.
Is it that obvious? I guess I'll have to work on my poker face.
I knew it! So, what'd you find in there? Dead bodies? Ezra Wickford's icky childhood bug collection?
I think in the past I've like been secretive towards her, so let's be forthcoming.
I did find a secret room of Ezra Wickford's, but no bodies or treasure. There were a few bugs, now that you mention it.
Really? What else? Do tell.
I don't want to gossip about Dexter, though.
Oh, nothing very interesting. Just a half-melted candle and some old papers that didn't make much sense.
Aw, you're no fun.
Did you know that I found all of your passports? You felon?
What do you know about
this.
Jacques Brunet?
Didn't you watch the last Winter Olympics? He's France's big cheese of skiing. He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom, but he totally choked at the games. I guess he's washed up now, but at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
Okay, so that's what he meant when he said he has to like make up for what happened at the Olympics. Let's ask her about her life.
Tell me more about the life of a photojournalist. It must be very glamorous at times.
Well, there's nothing glamorous about the pay, I can tell you that much.
Want.
There was a little mix-up with the lockers, and I accidentally opened yours.
Yeah, and?
And she's like, what'd you find? Seems you have more than one identity.
It seems you have more than one identity, Lisa. I'm just wondering if you are who you say you are.
A savvy photojournalist always carries a couple of alternate identities, Nancy.
Duh.
When you're working under deadline, you don't always have time to play by the rules. I'm sure you know what I mean.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Okay, so I think all of our destinations are to go outside, which we do in the basement. We can also talk to Jacques, where he will give us tons of attitude for doing his bidding and then getting like knocked out in the process. He's real ungrateful. What time is it? 1:45. He should be here. Oh, nope, he's like on lunch. Okay, we'll go outside. Okay, now we can venture. I guess we'll go out to the shed first. I don't even know if it'll let us do the garden yet. No trust. Oh, it does let us do the garden. I guess we'll do this. Why not? That looks right. This is cool. Wickford Garden, created in loving memory of Eleanor Wickford. That's the exit. Got a nice head here. Okay. Does that turn it around for us? Yes. Okay. In the back of his old troubled head. Wha-bam. Does this key from the library? Yes, that's okay. Victory music, we have one of the medallions. And now we know that there are multiple medallions because there was the blue one that we just almost got, and now we have this red one. I love this victory music. It's very, maybe this is wrong because I don't know that much about classical music, but it feels very Mozart. Okay, we're looking for a key in here. This is like the big ski lift machine. Oh, I think we're in trouble for starting it.
Crying out loud. Didn't you read the keep away, employees only sign?
I like literally didn't even mean to do
It was an
that.
accident, Mr. Egan. I bumped the levers, and suddenly all those gears just started turning.
Look, this isn't a playground, and I have a job to do. Mess with the ski lift again.
Oh, we get
and
a
I'll
second
send you
chance. Oh, now we gotta go back outside though. I didn't even mean to. I didn't even mean to start that. Jacques gonna be back? Probably. We can have a dramatic conversation. Here we go. Dramatic.
Nancy, I still cannot believe you lost my medallion. How could you have been so careless?
I wasn't exactly careless, you know. Why'd you send me to get the medallion in the first place? Was that some? Yeah,
Why
I
did
think
you
that.
send me to get your medallion in the first place? Was that some kind of setup?
Setup? What are you talking about? All I know is my medallion is gone. I should never have trusted you.
My sentiments exactly. Goodbye.
Au revoir, little Miss Nightmare.
I don't like Jacques. Okay, so let's not bump the levers that are right there. Nope. Okay, we got the ski machine, ski lift. Okay, so I magically made that happen in like 2 clicks. Where is the key? Kind of funny that he keeps the key out here. Local buzz. Not many of us are old enough to remember young Dexter Egan, the adopted son of old Daddy Choco Bucks, Ezra Wickford. Most of us only came to know Dexter, the boy who was lucky enough to grow up at Wickford Castle as Villa County's most famous juvenile delinquent. It's kind of a run-on sentence. According to legend, it was Dexter's troublemaking that caused Wickford's disappearance from public life. Most of us have used his name as an example to our own children to frighten them into obedience. You don't want to turn out like Dexter Egan, do you? We would ask. A counterfeiter, a convicted felon, a bad egg? All right. Haha, okay. There's our key. What else we got here? We can check out that the ski lift is not running. And then, is there anything else over here? I don't think there is. What about over here? No. We got our key. Okay, so now we want to call the elevator up to floor 2 and then get in the library. Let's see if we can bug Hotchkiss. One thing about this game is I know it so well. I feel like I'm kind of maybe skipping some stuff. Oh dear, how I'm getting lost in the controls. Okay, here she is. Yeah, I'm like not purposely trying to speedrun it.
Is that you, Brandy? Oh, I'm
It's
glad
me.
you're here. At the moment,
Mandy
my
Brandy
theory
Fanny.
is rising like a magnificent souffle. I need to collect a few more ingredients, if you will, but it's a delicate situation. If I leave my room even for a moment, I fear the souffle will come crashing down in a heap.
What do you need?
What do you need me for, Professor?
What I need is some information about the castle. Hard numbers. I've come to the conclusion that you are an enterprising and faithful soul. Therefore, I have decided to entrust you with this important mission. Who knows? If you succeed, I might whisk you away from the hotel business to be my personal research assistant.
I've like never thought of this before, but her just saying that is making me think of Tanya in The White Lotus. And in season 2, she's got her assistant Portia, who just like hates her. I feel like it might be one of those situations, even though I love Professor Hotchkiss. No, let's be willing.
Professor Hotchkiss, I'm not actually in the hotel business, but I'd love to help.
Marvelous! Here's what I need to know. How old was Marie Antoinette when she married King Louis? I'll be very eager to hear what you come up with. But please, don't disturb me unless you have the answer.
So I wrote this down from one of the books. She was born in 1755 and she was married in 1770. So 15, unless the date of the wedding was after, like November, I think is when she was born. So, well,
yes.
we'll guess 15.
Did you find the information I asked you for?
Sure did.
Good, but I need you to write it down so I don't forget.
If she is like an expert on Marie Antoinette,
Thank you.
come
Let me
on,
do some
she should know
calculations to
this.
see if this is correct. Eureka! If there's one thing I like in a young person, it's ingenuity. Now, I've got work to do. Time to stir the cauldron and stoke the fire. But if you'd like to talk, I'll be holding office hours in the lobby between 3 and 6 a.m. Meet me then.
3 and 6 a.m. We'll be there. So we can go meet her, but in the meantime, let's go see what's through the gate, because we can. If I knew I could get through the gate in real life. Oh, I went one floor down too many. Yeah, if I knew I could get through the gate in real life, I would not wait, like go to bed and then do it the next day. Especially if you're just like cramped in here and can't ski or go do anything. Okay, so our code for the library, 3*72. Getting caught in the library isn't as fun as getting smashed by the elevator or jumping to the ladder to your death. So I don't feel the need to do the game over scene there. Okay, here we are. I do think I have to do the elevator puzzle every time. It won't let me go through the little outline. I don't think you can go through the little outline that's just by the library door. Oh, I should probably turn the sound effects back up. I just realized I turned them down and left them off. Oh gosh. Whew. We avoided getting smooshed. Okay, let's use our key. This room is everything about this is so intricate. Okay, key. Ho, ho, ho. All right, and then there's this big giant pit where you can just die. So we gotta figure something out. How convenient. We have this little arrangement over here. and some chains that can be put in that arrangement. Nice. I've always really wanted to like be able to look at the stuff that is in there. I don't know why. And this is blocked off as well. Okay, so we can just come this way. Ooh, the tower. It won't let me look, but basically the stairs end, and if you keep walking, you are gonna end up in this little jail.
Looks like some kind of prison.
Just a casual prison. Okay, we've got this puzzle. I love these types of puzzles. So we got to figure out which piece we can basically get without the help of the other pieces. For some reason, I feel like it's pink just because it has the 2 stoppers. So we're gonna need to do probably blue first, right? Oh yeah, so we can get pink in pretty easy. Okay, so now we can use these 2 as kind of a stopper for blue to be in place. And then, yeah, I'm guessing we need pink to get green in its spot. There's lots of ways to get pink where it needs to go. Now they're giving us more puzzles, which is great. Okay, so we have this here. Now we need to use pink as a stopper for green. Ooh. Oh no, okay, I should have put that one. Get pink. Here. There we go. And green. There. And then there we go. Got it. Let's put the, while I'm remembering.
Dear George,
Special
so much
effects.
for my Wisconsin's.
Back up. And what do you know? We now have stairs that get us all the way up. It's a lot of stairs. Oh, oh, it's so yellow. It's the most yellow room you've ever seen in your whole life. Whoa, how did I even get to... That's like messing up my eyes. Okay, there's a puzzle right there.
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
Very French. Okay, and we have this nice mosaic of Marie. So for now, all we can do here is this puzzle. Is this a rotator? Rotate one? Yes. Okay, that means, well, what we want to start with is this bottom that has these little things to line up. So we'll find more pieces with those. Seems right. So then we have our corners, which these I think could be mixed up, possibly. Corners there. This doesn't fit, so this is the top, which means these corners are switched. Because we know these corners are right. They have just this thin line here, so it's going to connect to another thin line, and then we can have this thick border up top. That looks right. And then, yeah, we've got this thin border on the sides. That's not quite right. This needs to have, I think that goes there. Whoa! I didn't even work on the middle. That keeps happening in this game. I hope it's not like a glitch or something. The last time I played Secret of the Scarlet Hand, that puzzle where you match the recordings to the exhibits, it totally glitched out and just like let me pass through that puzzle, and I was really disappointed because I wanted to do the puzzle. Victory music again, but we can't read it? No. Okay, so that's the journal Jacques was talking about. Fat chance are we gonna tell him about it, because he's a little baby. Man, this is this room. Let's push this button, see what happens. Oh, I moved too early. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, it sucks in these stairs. So then you can just fall in that little personal prison. Personal pan prison. Okay, we can go all the way down these stairs. And now we have Hotchkiss's office hours, late night office hours. We can show her this book, and she is gonna flip her shiz. I wonder how long it would have taken Jacques to saw through this, what is probably like a wrought iron gate. Okay, what do we have in our inventory? We've used everything except for this, right? And then the medallion. Yeah, it won't let us go back through here. That would be nice. All right, let's save it for safety again. And what time is it? It's 6, probably 6 p.m., I would guess. She gone. And the fire is like out, so it's gotta be, yeah, it's gotta be like 6 p.m. nighttime.
Hey there, Nancy.
Okay, we don't need to ask that because we did that. All right, let's confront your past. Stop lying to us.
You've been holding out on me, Mr. Egan. I read in an old issue of the Daily Telegraph that you grew up here, right in this castle.
All right. I did live here for a few years, once upon a time. I was an orphan until Ezra Wickford came along and adopted me. But I left the castle when I was 16, and I never saw him again. That's the story, all right?
Oh, so he left when he was 16. He like got put in jail at 18 when he was forging checks. Why'd you leave in the first place?
But why did you leave?
Some things can't be explained, kid. It was a long time ago, and nothing can change it now.
So I wonder, because now he's working at the castle. Christy Lane is the one that owns the I can't call her, right? I should check on that. Christy Lane is a descendant of Wickford. So did she like hire him on? She has to like know who he is unless he's not using like a fake name. So she hired him on and knew of his past. We already crossed the big pit. Let's ask about the holes in the floor.
Why are those holes in the crest on the floor of the tower room?
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Call me later.
Call me maybe.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I think we missed that he left us a voicemail after we got knocked out. Oh, wrong one every time. Yeah, he left us a voicemail, I think, about the red dirt, or just said I need to talk to you about something, and that's what he wanted to talk to us about. Oh dear, I'm getting lost. Lost in the sauce. Ah, so quiet, so peaceful.
Welcome to the voicemail system. Please press 0 to read the first message.
Yeah, Miss Drew. This is Dexter at the front desk. Can you come down when you're feeling better? I need to talk to you for a minute. Thanks.
To go to the next message, press 2. To
Is there
leave
another
the
one?
system, second message. To leave the system, please press thank you. Goodbye.
If you haven't watched Gab Smulders play these games, she's great, but she pointed this out and I can't unhear it, that is like a Harley Quinn operator. Just answering phones. Okay. So what did she say? 3 and 6 a.m., right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and sleep until 3 a.m. Ugh, that noise. All right, she said she would be in the lobby. Or, yeah, she's down here. Now let's see the other half of her face.
Nancy, dear,
There she
welcome
is.
to the witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
I actually do sometimes agree with that. It's almost like a runner's high, I feel like, with staying up late. Sometimes if you push past the initial tiredness, then you kind of get into a groove. I really like being awake at night, but that schedule just doesn't really work for real life in most situations. Okay, yes, I happen to do some of my best work in the middle of the night. Do you think everyone's really asleep? Let's not make her even more paranoid.
Yes, I happen to do some of my best work in the middle of the night, too. So, tell me, Professor, what is this theory you're working on?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie Antoinette.
I guess we know that, because we
Poor
saw her
Marie,
book.
the most misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very tower that now belongs to this castle. I'm convinced that this place holds evidence that will forever change the way the world views Marie. But the walls have ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. Oh, if you're really interested, why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself? You've
Sure.
been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh, I've always wanted an apprentice.
Yeah, are you sure you don't mind?
Wow, Professor, that's really generous of you. I'd love to learn more about your work, but are you sure you don't mind?
I insist. Your mind is like a ravenous monkey gobbling up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way? Here's my extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59. And put things back where you find them. It's all scientifically organized in there.
Hey, no big deal, but I think I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette.
I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that. This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Just picked it up.
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this
Just
must be
happened
what that
to
bandit
find all
was
these
after.
things.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
Let's make a deal.
I'm on a mission of my own, Professor, so we're going to have to make a deal. I place the journal in your hands, you translate it for me. Does that sound fair?
Absolutely. I'll get to work on it right away. I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Oh shoot, did I just send her back to her room? Mother of pearl. Okay. I bet I did. She's gotta be in there. Where else would she be? Ooh. No! Okay, we're gonna have to try another time. Also, why have I not been able to, I skipped past being able to ask Jacques my favorite question. Why are you here in Wisconsin? For the cheese? Oh my goodness. Where's my room and how do I get to it? There we go. I guess no one's gonna be awake to call. Okay, we can go in her room and then we can go talk to her. That'll work out well. Whoop, here we go. Okay, she's got lots of chicken wing bones. She's got her typewriter. Looks like she's got some whiteout. Okay, let's read this. Born November 2nd, a Scorpio like me. What a coincidence. No wonder she was so passionate. Austrian, birth name Maria Antonia, married off at 15. She had to change her name too. She must have been frightened. Her favorite color was purple. Like me, I wonder if she adored chicken drumsticks. Despite the elaborate hairstyles that were the fashion of the day, Marie preferred to wear her hair loose, unpowdered, and natural. Note, evidence that she was unpretentious. Also, I feel like those wigs were gross and uncomfortable. Makes sense. There is no concrete evidence that she was the one who coldly declared, "Let them eat cake," in response to the news that her people were starving. Marie was immature but not cruel. What else do we have here? Ugh. So that insinuates that she was watching us open the locker and knocked us out and took the medallion. But not everything is as it seems. Baroness Helga von Hanseldorf. Dearest B, oh my gosh, this music is so exciting. It's a little loud. Marvelous to receive news of your progress. I'm sure you are onto something important with the medallion and stained glass window, but I think the significance of the medallion must go beyond the message you've seen. I've looked through my family letters, and it seems that when Marie Antoinette gave her niece Helga I, my great-great-great-great-great-aunt, the medallion, she told Helga to keep it safe as it was part of a great truth that she hoped would someday help heal the wounds of France. Helga urged her to explain this great truth, but this was all that Marie would divulge. The truth can seem hard and ugly at first, but eventually its hardness becomes a thing of eternal beauty. B, you must find out the meaning of this. Keep up the good work, old friend. I know you will be successful. So she's from Austria. I think that was all that was in there. More drumsticks.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling. Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
I don't see the connection there. Okay. So she gasped. And we can charge this up. It's not going to charge. There's her boots. It's not going to charge up while we're in here. It's going to have to be another day. So, oh wait, I feel like there is something. It must not be here. There's something on this desk that we need. It must be after we talk to her. To the lobby. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That was pointless. Okay.
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say hoot hoot. Ooh. Did you find anything of interest in my room?
You mean this medallion that you smashed me over the head for?
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't begin to describe the place. Would you mind if I went back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
Sure.
I saw a letter on your desk from your friend, the Baroness von Hanseldorf. And I'm just wondering, did the medallion she gave you have a blue stone in it by any chance?
Heavens no! Where did you hear such a thing? My medallion had a green stone in it. Anything else would be a mere imposter. A flaming faker, do you hear me?
Okay. So, 3 slots up in the tower floor. for 3 medallions, and then a slot for something else, which Nancy says something about it being a key. I don't really care about this. We've read all of what she has said in her book. The tiara we read about in the book as well.
What do you think of Lisa Ostrom?
That Leslie, yes, oh, a real dynamo, but... oh, I told Chester that I
That
would not
Leslie,
require
yes.
any maid service during my stay. I don't know why she didn't get the message.
She just can't get a name, can she? Dexter Chester, Leslie S. Real dynamo. I told her I would not require any maid service during my stay. That makes it seem like Lisa's been like following her around. Or is claiming that she is a maid. Or something.
See you soon.
Righto.
Oh, we've got some feet breaking the fourth wall, kind of. Okay, so yeah, Lisa is, I mean, everybody's kind of suspicious, but she is obviously the most suspicious. Well, I take that back. Jacques is pretty suspicious because he's got a lot of motive and knows about a lot of this stuff. And was also sawing through a gate at night. So I guess I shouldn't say he's not suspicious. He is. Wait, I thought she said she'd like have the translation this time tomorrow.
I'm so glad you stopped by.
Okay. There we
I've
go.
translated the entire journal. It's fabulous. And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder.
entire
something
journal?
no one else has ever found before.
It's all that protein fueling her. I've translated the journal. It's fabulous. Added bonus. It has the official decoder. So where is
See
it?
you soon.
Goodbye.
Is it now magically in your room? Which I think is what I was saying. What time is it? 4:30. Aha! It is magically there. What magic? It teleported. Okay, her journal reads, "My husband is like an impossible child. I still cannot believe Louis bought this tiara. When the French economy is in so much trouble, I told him I didn't want it. What does he expect me to do with it? I cannot wear it. The people hate me already. They call me Madame Deficit, as if the country's debt were all my fault. I wish I could sell it and return the money to France, but this would embarrass Louis publicly now. If he and I ever appear divided, the mob will erupt. They'll overthrow the monarchy, and in no time we will find ourselves kneeling at the guillotine." Well, that kind of happened anyways. I'm sure he was executed by guillotine, right? I actually don't know. "I have thought of a plan. I will have the tiara dismantled. There is an dear old jeweler, Claude M., in a village near Rochemont who will do it for me. I trust him with my life. Once the stones are removed, Claude will make the ruby, the emerald, and the sapphire." Oh, I didn't remember that. "Into ornamental medallions." I didn't remember that they're like part of the tiara. "These I will scatter across the continent. The diamond is worth untold millions and must be returned to the French people, but not now, not while the country is tearing itself apart. I will hide it as carefully as I would hide the key to my soul, so that it will not be discovered for generations. Someday when the medallions are brought back together and my message is decoded, the diamond will be found. But it will take an extraordinary person. Oh. And I don't believe it will happen until the wounds of this revolution have healed and history has wrought anew. More rational French order of some kind. Finally, when the people's wealth is returned to them, this diamond of misery will be restored to its magnificent beauty. Tomorrow, I will have my portrait painted by the great Marcel Bonnet. I have announced that I will not wear the tiara. Louis is furious. He does not even know that the wretched crown no longer exists. I have sent the emerald medallion to Vienna to my dear cousin, the Baroness Helga von Honseldorf, as a token of my affection. The ruby and sapphire will remain in the secret compartment where I keep this journal, but soon I will decide where to send them." So the blue one that Jacques' dad or grandfather found, he found it in the compartment. It kind of seems like the red one was in there too, but he didn't get it because the red one we found in the garden, which means Ezra found it and hid it. And he probably found it in the tower, I assume. My own court speaks viciously of me, and I feel terribly alone. I only hope that someday, years from now, my actions will be better understood. If you are reading this, know that my honor shall be blue, our courage shall be red, and loyalty shall be green. I wish you well, weary traveler. Okay. Obviously, that's important. Honor is blue. Courage, red. Loyalty, green. So we got what we needed there. And then the other thing on this desk,
like some
this.
Sort of decoder. Each of these symbols stands for a certain word.
In the past, I have drawn all of these out. I am going to be lazy and take a picture. The resolution on those isn't even that good anyways for drawing them. Oh, there's more. Yeah, I think I have on playthroughs before missed this thing over here, and other people as well. Oh, I thought it was gonna let me click on the chicken. Because it's just like kind of over in a corner by itself. Okay, let's see if this, I don't think this is ready. I don't think it's been a day.
What's missing here?
Okay. Clearly not. Okay, so we have 2 medallions. We know that we're looking for a green one. She's translated the journal. We have the decoder. I think it is time for bed. And I am going to take a bit of a break. It is lunchtime. So let's sleep until about 9, and then I will save. Okay, so our next step, I think, it's like I lost my memory while I went and ate lunch. Next step will be I'll talk to everybody, and then I will go back to Hotchkiss's room at night and see what else is on the video camera. What's up, Dexter?
Hey there, Nancy.
Oh, he said to call him.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
So we can do that. She's gone.
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Well, I do have it now, so okay.
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Okay, he doesn't want to talk to us. We will go to our room, we'll call Dexter, and then go to 3 in the morning, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if it only gets stuck the one time so that you figure out getting on top of the elevator. Okay. Let's give him a call.
This is Dexter.
There we go.
It's Nancy, hoping you can help me now. But why the sudden hush-hush? Do you smell a rat?
The information you request is highly sensitive, young lady. That's top secret in case you were wondering. Now, I've been around the block a few times, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can't be too careful. If you want answers, we do it my way, see?
Sure thing, Mr. Egan.
See?
I just hope the phone's
Well,
not
my way,
bugged.
see?
All right. Just give me the question.
What's up with those holes in the crest on the floor of the tower room?
I've always wondered that myself.
He doesn't know.
Seems like something's missing from the crest. Like different objects should fit in those holes, but I don't know what. What other questions do you got?
That's it.
I think that's it for now. Thanks, Dexter.
All right, let's sleep the day away. Let's go back to Hotchkiss's room. Nothing new here. So I think it's just this. Is it charged?
Oh, what's this? It appears to be some kind of peephole. But what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep? La la, I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's my medallion? It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss. And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond.
She is really self-narrating so that someone can steal whatever she's just discovered. Okay, let's just go, well, let's go look at it since we're so close. Then let's go talk to her before she goes back to her room. Okay, la vérité est toujours l'idée de tout le monde. Toujours. I know what that word means. I cannot think about what it is though. Think of what it is. All right, let's try this one. Okay. I'm just gonna write down these little symbols. Vous trouvez la solution dedans. So you trouverez. My French is gone. I took quite a bit of it in high school, but that was a while ago. Okay, cherchons. So the green medallion should be, oh, I can zoom in. L'espoir à ceux qui cherchent. So the blue, yeah, the green should be right here in the middle. Let's go chat her up.
Hello there. Oh, it's so exciting about your discovery. I wonder what it will lead to.
What does l'espoir à ceux qui cherchent mean?
Let's see. Well, espoir is hope, and chercher is to search. Hope to those who search.
Can you tell me what this means in English? La solution se trouve dedans.
Well, trouver is to find, and solution is just like it sounds, solution. The solution is found within.
Okay.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Okay. Lisa better be back. We need to chat with her. Oh my gosh, there we go. La Lisa. She's here.
Glad you came down to talk. Get this. I saw Dexter walking out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his hand. He's up to something, right? Maybe you should check it out.
Thanks for the tip, Lisa. I think I will. Want to come along?
Thanks, Nancy, but you're the brainiac. I'll just guard this comfy chair and wait for your report.
I'm dying to find a way into
Trying to
that
throw her
tower.
off.
Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Later, Nancy.
Let's see, she said she saw him going outside. So back to outside. Is this little man baby still mad at me?
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Okay. Eee. That's a big old rat. Move. Move, please. Dun dun dun.
It's freezing out here.
So this part where we get locked out
I'm locked out. If I don't get inside
is
soon, I'll freeze to death.
of the terror music with the victory music. Okay. I always wonder what, like, was the culprit just hoping we would freeze out here and then they would come take all the medallions off our dead body?
I can hardly feel my
3, 2, 4. We gotta start the ski lift so Dexter will come yell at us and actually save us. Oh, dang it. Shoot. I should have written down what it's supposed to be. Okay, middle, top, second to top, second to bottom. Oh, I did it. Okay.
What the? What's going on out here? Is that you, Nancy? Come inside. It's freezing out here. What kind of a stunt was that, Missy?
I was locked out.
I was freezing. That stunt was my version of an SOS.
Well then, what can I say except good thinking?
Okay, now let's go find what the green medallion says. La diamante de ma misère dans mon journal. So the diamond of misery, I think, is in my journal. Snowflake. Let's see. So what do I don't know if that tells me where to put the where to put the medallions. This bar. Hope. Let's see. What does that say? Hope to those who search. That's what Hotchkiss said. The Diamond of Misery is in my journal. The solution is in I can't remember exactly what that said. She won't answer, I'm assuming. No. I guess let's go back to the tower. Oh, wait. We gotta call the elevator. There we go. Okay, it's already there.
Nancy, I heard you got locked out. You could have frozen to death.
Yeah.
So, what was Dexter hiding out there?
I don't know. It just looked like your average maintenance shed to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, next time you give me a hot tip, Lisa, it better come with some earmuffs.
Huh, I thought for sure I was onto something. I still think Dexter's shady. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Projection much? Okay. Let's see. The code 3*72. Man, she is cruising. Okay, here comes this loud puzzle. I'm not going to turn down the sound effects though, because I'm going to forget to turn them back up. There we go.
It's locked.
Oh. That's a good idea that we keep locking it behind us. Okay, we are back here. Okay, what did her decoder say? I took a picture of it. Honor is blue, courage is red, and loyalty is green. So let's find courage is this symbol, and honor is this one, which means green is this one.
Something's missing here.
Okay, but yeah, we still have to find this thing. We already found what was in here. I am not quite remembering how we get that. Well, I know where we get the key, I'm pretty sure. But I don't quite remember. Oh my gosh, how do we get out of here? Okay. I don't quite remember what tips us off to where we get it. Is it something else Hotchkiss tells us? Probably? Maybe now that we have the third medallion, she can tell us more.
Hey there, Nancy.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Hi there, Nancy.
Can you translate this for me? Le diamant de misère dans mon journal.
Now, where the heck have I seen that phrase before? Well, anyway, it means the diamond of misery in my journal.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
Everyone thought Marie did nothing but spend France's money on jewels and fancy soap for herself, while her people were starving. History books have upheld the myth that she was just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that if the real story could be told, people would realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous tiara, of course! Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it. Refused to wear it. And then, a few months before the revolution broke out, the tiara disappeared.
Okay, so 95% into the game, we have now confirmed it is King Louis XVI without looking up the Roman numerals. Okay.
Was it ever found?
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it destroyed, but no one has ever been able to prove this.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, I don't know how I get tipped off to what I need to... I know what I need to do. It's not going to let me do it yet. So I got to figure out how to get that tip.
I think I see what the symbols in the stained glass mean now. Let's see. Purple rose, whole diamond, key of queen. But where have I seen a purple rose? And what's a diamond key?
Oh, yeah, I guess I should have translated what those symbols mean, which she just did for me. So purple, let's confirm. Purple, rose, diamond, key, of queen. Okay, well that probably means, that probably tells me what I need to do, because we've seen the purple rose in two spots. One is on the painting in the library, and the other is up in the tower. So now we gotta go to the tower. We gotta check out that purple rose. So it's like 3:45 in the morning. I don't know if I've ever finished the game when it's like in the middle of the night. Sure, it doesn't make a difference. I keep doing that. Keep going to the bottom floor.
It's locked.
Wonder what Dexter thinks this noise is of the alarm that keeps going off for a few seconds. Because it's not like he has a smartphone to tell him. I mean, maybe it just like flashes something up at the front desk. Who knows? Who knows? Logistical thing that doesn't matter. All right, hopefully the last time for this puzzle. Uh-oh. I'm like forgetting. Okay. Whew. Close one. I think a lot of people's complaints too are about this game are maybe just that you have to redo a lot of stuff a bunch of times, like the elevator, the chains. You gotta go through the secret way to get to the tunnel every time, the tower every time. And that, I mean, that's pretty valid, I suppose. Okay, let's see if it will let us click on this purple rose now. Ho ho!
I need something to pry these tiles off.
Oh, how convenient that we stole the tip of this spear. The key. We just like ruined a work of art. Okay, let's do it.
The diamond!
Woo!
It's
Will you look at that sparkly rock? And me without my sunglasses.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, surprise.
How did you get in here?
I followed you, of course. Turns out a nosy, goody-two-shoes detective is good to have around after all.
Kitty, this
Now
is
why
not
don't
the
you toss
time.
me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this popsicle stand and never set foot in lame-o Wisconsin again?
Lisa, you must be kidding me. This diamond belongs in a museum in France.
She don't
Yeah?
care.
Well, I belong in the lap of luxury, and that diamond's gonna get me there. Hasn't anybody ever told you to mind your own business?
Many times.
Well, maybe this time you'll learn.
Oh, her face gets so scary right here.
Eyes!
Don't worry, my spicy devil villain venom won't last for long. But I'm afraid by the time you get your eyes back, you'll have missed my grand exit.
I care more about this.
Are you the one who conked me on the head in the locker room?
Ouch. I bet that hurt. But I
She
had to get
has
the
no
medallion
conscience.
somehow, didn't I? I hope we can still be friends.
Yeah, we can ask her why she switched. This is like one of the games where it's like the very likable person that seems the most friendly is the villain, which is always kind of a nice twist. Okay.
Why did you leave Jacques' medallion at Hotchkiss's room? And Hotchkiss's medallion out in the shed.
To spread suspicion around, of course. You know, to play with your mind. Plus, I was at a dead end. I got the 2 messages from the stained glass window, but then what?
Oh,
I knew
she
you would
already
figure it
had
out.
that.
So I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way.
Except you tried to freeze me to death, so...
Why are you doing this?
Haven't you heard? It's a material world, sister, and I am a material girl. Photojournalism pays peanuts, you know, and who wants to work for a living anyway? I was made for a tropical climate, lounge chairs and cabana boys.
Why did you have to vandalize that beautiful library?
Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message from Hotchkiss's medallion, I thought it meant Diamond of Misery in the library. Whoops. Guess I went a little overboard looking for it in there.
Yeah, you
Anyway,
just psycho, you
enough with
punched
the
a hole in
questions,
the wall.
Nancy. You'll just have to read the rest in the papers.
Did she even grab the diamond?
Gotta stop her.
I mean, I know she did. So you push this to let her to stop her, but I've never tried to chase
Life
her.
of leisure, here I come.
She's just like running in her shorty boots and like chino pants. Okay.
I've gotta stop her.
See ya.
Help! Get me out of here! It stinks down here. It's all moldy. Darn you, Nancy Drew. You're the worst friend a diamond thief could ever have.
I'm surprised you landed on your feet, girl.
Dear Dad, to think I almost became friends with a diamond thief. Everyone
We
at
were never
Wickford Castle
friends.
is resting easier now that Marie Antoinette's journal
was
and her
never sorry.
famous diamond are safe and sound. The journal, the diamond, and the medallions are all going to be featured in a new Marie
They're all going
Antoinette
home
exhibit
with
in
me.
Paris. And it looks like everyone will be rewarded. Except Lisa, of course. First, she missed her plane to Rio, and now she's going to be charged with attempted grand theft. Professor Hotchkiss is thrilled because the French government has granted her permission to publish Marie's journal in the U.S. before it gets returned to France. This ought to help prove her theory about Marie's character once and for all. Thanks to Jacques
That
and his
doesn't seem
great-grandfather's
realistic.
efforts to find the journal, the Brunet name is being celebrated all
And I'm
over
still mad at
France.
Jacques.
In the meantime, Jacques and Isabel have eloped. It's so romantic. I showed Dexter the poem that Ezra Wickford wrote him, and he was relieved to know that his old pop didn't carry
That's
any
nice.
hard feelings to his grave. All the talk shows want Dexter to tell his story on national television, but he keeps turning them down. I guess he doesn't want to be famous or infamous. But when Christy Lane called and asked Dexter to be her business partner, he accepted. With her business sense and Dexter's expert knowledge of the castle, I think they'll make a great team. So, you know what they say, Dad? Il n'est jamais trop tard de changer l'histoire. It's never too late to change history. Me, I'm determined to go out and enjoy this snow before some other case comes up.
Yeah,
See
get
you
on the
soon.
slopes.
Love, Nancy.
That was great, as expected. One of my all-time faves. It went really quick, just because that entire game is like cemented into my memory. But you know, like I think I said before, I do feel like the games, you know, this game is a cut above the 3 previous, and it seems like from this game onward, for the most part, the games just get better and better. Obviously, there's some valleys, you know, in that graph, I guess, but puzzle quality especially, and then graphics obviously just continue to get better. So thanks for joining me for one of my faves, and I'll catch you guys next time.